Hi guys, Happy New Year. It's New Year's Day here in Warrington and the temperature is unbelievable. I think it's been up to 15 degrees today. It's down to 13 now and I've just popped the pond thermometer in because the fish are blazing at the window. Oh yeah, I forgot to say Happy New Year to everyone, all the best for 2022, and let's see what we can do in the spring and see how big we can grow these koi fish over the summer and grow the channel and everything. So all the best. I hope you're all doing extremely well considering the COVID that's going around. Oh, and another point is, if my face looks a bit pushy, I've just been out for a jog as New Year's resolution type of thing and nearly died. Not literally, but you know what I mean. So if my face is a bit off, don't worry, it's not turning into that guy with the Will Smith film. Anyway, I'm waffling. Back to the fish. I've just seen, so we're going to check the temperature of the pond in a minute. The outside temperature is 13 degrees. But at the pond window, the fish are rampant, or they were a minute ago. Naturally, now I've said that word rampant and stuff, I imagine the fish won't be there. So let's have a little wander around. I'm going to flip you around, and we're just going to walk around. I'll have a little chat about the food that I use, how I contain the food, and what the food says on it, because it does say all year round. Given that away already. 1 second, let me flip you around. Okay, let's walk round. Fingers crossed the fish will all be up and being as I said they'd be. Let's have a look. There's Alfredo. Let's see whether they move. They've all been up here a minute ago, so they'll probably, see, you can see there the behaviour is better. They're moving a little bit more action than they were the other day when the temperature was a little bit lower. And we should see a difference is when I do stand up and go for the bull, because they do recognise that and they come up like torpedoes all the way up. Well, you can see there's quite a lot of the fish there grouped together, all looking great, and I think, judging by the behaviour of them, they are ready to feed. You can see there Fred's head into the top, see if there's anything there. He has been trying to swallow the, if you can see, where's my finger there? You can see that shiny part, that's the temperature gauge. He tries to eat that every single time it goes in, or to try and pull it in. Let's have a look at the temperature then. 10.5 degrees, perfect. So they will be ready for feeding, definitely. So if we just drop back here, this is the food that I was recommended. Aqua Source, high quality koi food, ultimate all seasons. All season, that's the key part, all season. So that must mean that you should feed your fish all season, and they do forage for food in the winter. It also says it's got with free biotics, whatever that means. I don't know, people put these crazy gimmicks on things, but I imagine that somebody knows what that means, and it's probably very good for the fish. But this is a 10k bag. Now it's a plastic 10k bag, so I don't actually store that bag in the garage there, because once rats got in and ate all my fish food. So, and with it being a plastic bag, they just ripped straight into it and took it all, and then I had to get rid of the rats for ages. And so basically, if you're going to keep food, keep it in a sensible place. I keep it underneath the stairs, this big bag, and then I use this metal tin that is white with a silver lid to reflect the heat in the summer, just in case the heat is intense, and then it should keep more of the moisture inside the actual food and the goodness within the food. So I use normally top it up to about there and then systematically work through it, but I never top it right up, and I don't leave it for too long outside, because like I say, the goodness can come out of it. And that's just a massive brick that is super heavy, and I use to compress the bin down when it's full. Not that that's really relevant to this channel, but there you go. Hey ho, everyone's got bins. Right, so let's give it a blast and see whether the fish come up at 10.5 degrees. They haven't been as rampant as they were when I wanted to do this video, but that's the way it goes. Open it up. That's what the food looks like. It's a medium-sized 4 to 5mm pellet, these ones. So that does all the fish. So the smaller ones are fine with it. The bigger ones just hoover up about 5 at a time. It's really the best size there. You can see Otis there, you can see me come over, so he's straight up having a gander. So let's pop a bit in there and watch him. In fact, there's Fred. Fred will hand feed. He likes to be hand fed. If we can, it's very difficult with this roof, but you can see there that he's feeding. They're all coming up now. Fred's been down because he's the leader feeder. The other little koi fish mafia, they have a nibble. The smaller fish, it was like a pecking order thing. Well, not a real pecking order because they just fly as fast as they can, but some are more confident than others. Like I say, Fred's number one. He pops up to the top and the rest follow suit. Or sometimes, like we've just seen Otis, my gim-ringed shag-eye, who's a beautiful fish, he's very confident as well. But the shag-eye, the Karachi guy, which is what Fred is, the big yellow one, he comes from the shag-eye family, like off a tree, the family tree. He's got a bit of shag-eye in him. That's why he's so confident, basically. Because as everyone knows, shag-eyes are the most confident of koi fish, and that's one of the first things I was ever told when I was down at the koi fish farm, is you must have a shag-eye in your koi fish pond. Not that you must, but generally as a rule of thumb with people, they just like, basically, because they're so confident, and because they're, like you can see, so confident, so open and so leading, that they bring the other fish's characters out a little bit. So it's always a good idea to have a shag-eye in your pond. So there's a top tip for anyone that's like thinking about getting any koi fish. Really, really onto this one, this Sankey at the minute. Beautiful fish, beautiful fish. And he's growing. He was one of the smaller ones because he's only coming to the pond this year, but he is growing. And if I can just, there's an orange, there's a kahaku that is just like a creamy colour, and it's got an orange bottom, just like a little orange mark. I mentioned it in previous videos, but this mark is definitely disappearing, and I just want, there you go, he's coming smack bang centre now. See him there? See that orange thing on his bum? See it? It's very difficult, this. I'm gonna monitor that over the videos. 1 second, if we just spin back. Yep, that's my head. Yeah, so basically with that fish, as you can see, he's got an little orange bottom, and his marking seems to be going smaller and smaller and smaller. And I think that'll be a great example for people that are new to the hobby, that don't understand about koi and how markings change and evolve. They don't stay the same. They change, especially in the early, like 1 to 3 years, I think is the most that they change the pattern. Some add additional colours, like Sumi the black grows on the fish, but I think this orange one is just going to end up cream, which I'm a bit disappointed at, because I've already got 2 platinum ogons in there, the 2 white fish, which ogon just means a single colour. But now I'm picking up a bit of the terminology, I'm starting to learn, and that's what it's about, just learning. So ogon is just a single colour. Platinum just sounds fancy, I reckon. That's my Benny guy. He's a beautiful fish, confident. Really excited about some of the kahakus in the back there for the season of 2022. I really hope they grow, because they are beautiful. Probably my favourite fish to look at is a kahaku or a Sankey. A Sankey or a kahaku, beautiful fish. Sorry. As you can see, Morrison around the back there with his cart box, we're still monitoring him. He's doing well. So yeah, I'm just going to flip you back round, end on just videoing the fish just to see how they act, and hopefully you've enjoyed this, and hopefully we've got a lot to come in 2022. Take care, guys. In fact, I'm going to talk a little bit. I know I said I wouldn't, but I am. You can see that they've destroyed that food that was on top. See, if I just because of the window here, you can see the surface. There's nothing really going around. There's a few pockets of air, a few pockets of just air, really, little bits. But all the food is gone, so I'm going to add a little bit of food in. Get ready. See, this is what will happen now. The smaller ones will disappear when I move to this, but the bigger ones generally come up a little bit. You see there, I just popped it in, you can see it going around the top. Going around because of the vortex. Oh, there we go, we've got some lights coming on in the background. Nice one to the wife. Probably a bit annoyed because I'm not looking after the kids as much today. Well, here you go, you can see the bigger fish were up and then the little ones come on after. I really hope you've enjoyed that, guys. All the best for 2022, and I'm really looking forward to the year of growth. That's what I'm going to call it.